Greetings and welcome to channel Law and Life. This is a step by the Senior Advocate of Supreme Court of India, Sivod Markandeji, to discuss on contemporary legal issues, statutes, and many more. In our episode number 60, we will talk about Honorable Justice MNR Venkatachaliah, the idol judge. Please tell us about the family and early life of Justice Venkatachaliah, sir.
Viewers interested in the life and achievements of Justice Manipalli Narayana Rao Venkatachaliah can read his full-length biography by Senior Advocate V. Sudhish Pai, our esteemed colleague from the Karnataka Bar. So, Mr. Pai has also written, uh, other books like very famous books like Law of Writs, Legends of Law. And apart from Justice Venkatachaliah, he has also written the biography of Justice B.K. Mukherjee, the famous dissenting judge of the Supreme Court in the earlier years. He was the founding judge of the Supreme Court. Justice Venkatachaliah was born in Bangalore on 25th October 1929. So today is his birthday. That's an additional reason for this episode. So Justice Venkatachaliah's father, uh, M. Narayana Rao, was teaching philosophy. Later he became a lawyer and also practiced in the High Court of Mysore. And he was also the first principal of the Government Law College, Bangalore. Justice Venkatachaliah's maternal grandfather, Belapur Subbanna, was also a lawyer, and later he also became a judge of the Mysore High Court. So law was in his blood.
So let us know more about his student life.
In 1948, Justice Venkatachaliah passed BSc in Natural Sciences from Central College, Bangalore. In 1951, he took the degree of Bachelor of Laws from the Government Law College, Bangalore, standing first in the examination.
Sir, can you discuss more about his life at the bar and bench?
First enrolled as a pleader in 1959, he practiced in the district courts of Bangalore. Before the enactment of Advocates Act, we had so many, uh, types of lawyers. So one of them was pleaders. So for the purpose of practicing in the uh, district courts, you could be pleader. Only for the purpose of practicing the High Court, one had to be advocate under the Bar Councils Act, which has now been replaced by the Advocates Act in 1961. So coming back to the subject, after 1 year of practice in the district courts, he was enrolled as advocate of the Mysore High Court, and he started practicing in the High Court of Mysore. That is now part of Karnataka. Along with Justice E.S. Venkatramaya, who was also a judge of the Supreme Court later, he founded BMS Law College, where he also taught for some time. He also became a trustee of the BMS Educational Trust. At the age of 46, he became a permanent judge of the Karnataka High Court on 6th of November 1975. He was so much imbued with idealism that he snapped all his ties with all the cultural, educational, and other organizations with which he was connected. He also declined to serve as Commissioner of Inquiry because he thought that it's wholly inappropriate for a sitting judge to serve in that capacity. As a judge of the Karnataka High Court, he started the tradition of training of members of district judiciary. So that's a pioneering work. After serving the High Court of Karnataka for about 12 years, he became a judge of the Supreme Court of India on 5th of October 1987 when he was 57 years old. Uh, on 12th February 1993, he became the Chief Justice of India and retired on 25th October 1994. All the judges retire on their birthdays because they attain the age of 65 on that day. As Chief Justice of India, he introduced several reforms, including connecting the Supreme Court registry to the Indian National Computer Network. He thus heralded the digital era in the judiciary. He also introduced a code of conduct for the judges and streamlined the listing system of our Supreme Court. Uh, he distinguished himself as a very upright, erudite, and most accountable judge. So that is why I hold him in very high esteem. And I think we should celebrate his birthday today uh, by putting this on our YouTube
Yes, sir.
channel.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
So after retirement, he served as the chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission for 3 years, and he distinguished himself in that capacity. More importantly, he headed the National Commission for review of the working of the Constitution, which was set up during the Prime Ministership of Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So, on a personal note, since the Commission had invited so many suggestions, I also sent a suggestion that in this era of huge council of ministers, you know, which were there in those days, 100 member cabinet used to be there in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes,
So
sir.
I suggested that you must put a ceiling limit on the council of ministers, their numbers, for union as well as states. So I was very happy to uh, find that he accepted this suggestion, and that has resulted in the insertion of clause 1A to articles 75 for the union cabinet and article and clause 1A to article 164 for the states cabinets. His Tagore Law lectures, titled as Some Markers of Indian Law, has set the highest standards in legal research. In recognition of his distinguished service to the nation, he was conferred Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest national award. He was also awarded the doctorate's degree by Himvati Nandan Bahuguna Garhwal University. He has been conferred with honors and awards which are too numerous to be accounted in this episode.
Yes,
So,
sir. So I'm glad to know about MNR
time to time,
Venkatachaliah.
I used to put out some biographical episodes.
Of course, sir, it will teach as a life lesson to us and it will act as a future guiding to all law students and the lawyers. And thank you, sir, for giving your time. That's all for the day,
Thank you.
sir.